So I may or may not have been back to Ikea, guys. Who's to say? I mean, who's to say, right? Yeah, so I spent my Friday night at Ikea last night, guys, because it's mid-August, which means that the autumn-winter collections are now in store. And I've been watching so many videos about the press days and all of this, and all of the amazing cozy colours that are going to be in store, and I couldn't wait any longer. I literally rang the Ikea store to check that the autumn-winter stocks were in stock, and then spent my Friday at Ikea. It was great. I actually filmed a tour for you. We went to the Croydon Ikea, and that video will have either gone live or will be going live soon, so make sure you check that one out. If it is live, I will post a link below. Moving on, shall I show you what I bought? I didn't actually, for the first time ever, I went to Ikea, and I did not buy candles or blankets. No candles or blankets in sight. Crazy, right? Especially as we're coming into autumn winter. However, I did get some pillow covers, I did get some chopping boards, obviously, and a range of other like accessory type things, some decorative pieces, shall we say, which I'm very much looking forward to filling with nonsense, basically. So let's get started. Let's start with the chopping boards, seeing as they are my absolute favorites. We start with this huge, lovely pizza board, which is so big I can't fit it in frame. It is called a smarter, but I'll post the link below anyway. And this was good actually, because recently a lot of Ikea chopping boards have started being wrapped in cardboard, which means that you can't actually check the grain of the wood. I am very particular about the specific colours and textures that I get on my chopping boards, because I use a lot of them for my Instagram, so they have to have a certain colour tone. So these ones are perfect because they're wrapped in plastic, which I hate, but the fact that you can see the grain of the wood and see the colours throughout means that it's a lot easier for me to see if it will work in my Instagram. So we love this one. It's nice and dark wood. It probably took me about 5 minutes to find the right one, and the pile of chopping boards did collapse on me at one point, which was a tad embarrassing, but I mean, this is beautiful. It was under £10, but I'll post the link obviously below for all of these products so you can have a look for yourself. And just to let you know, I did check when I got back from Ikea, this fits 2 full-size pizzas on it. That's how big it is, and there is even space for a little garlic sauce dipping bowl. So it really does work for pizzas, not just Instagram. Next chopping board. Oh, I got the bog standard, like the 2-pack of plain light wood chopping boards, mainly because I use these for chopping like vegetables and spices and all that sort of thing for my cooking. And my current ones are stained with turmeric, so it was about time that I got some more, really. So yeah, these aren't really anything to brag about, but they are really great, seeing as they're only like £1 something for 2. So how could you really complain? They are perfect to have around the house. I would always recommend having a couple of those. So my last chopping board, which I adore, is like a mini version of the pizza chopping board, and that is this one. Unfortunately, my husband got so excited about it that he had to take the packaging off straight away, but unfortunately, Ikea, for some bizarre reason, wrapped the whole of this chopping board in cardboard, so you can't actually see the colour tones when you're buying it, but look at the thickness. And it's got a good weight to it, and this was under £5. Guys, just to put this in perspective, I have a beautiful hardwood chopping board, which is about this thickness, from John Lewis. It's a darker wood, it's a nicer quality of wood, but you can't really tell the difference, especially in terms of aesthetics. So that one cost me nearly £50. This one, about £4. I mean, go figure which one I'm going to be buying in the future. Really, there's not really a difference. And seeing as this is £4, I don't have to worry about using things like turmeric on it and it getting stained, because it doesn't matter. You can get another one. That is the chopping board section, guys. Shall we move on to... Let's move on to some other basics just to get them out of the way. So we'd run out of cutlery at home, so I picked up this, which actually, I have to say, guys, I've never bought Ikea cutlery before, so I'm actually going to discover this with you because I haven't opened them yet, and I also didn't try them in store. I literally just picked up the first cutlery box that I saw, which was about £20 for 24... No, 18. It was £18 for 24-piece cutlery set, which I thought, well, that's cheap. Let's try that out. I'm pretty sure I'm going to regret this and it's gonna be really lightweight, and I'm not gonna love it that much, but let's see. Give me a minute. It's taking a really long time to get all this sellotape off. They are really quite thin. They're not fantastic, but they will do, actually. Like, is this how you try out cutlery? Scoop, scoop, scoop. Not entirely sure. They are super thin, but actually, considering it was £18, and the reason that we've had to get more is because I have a terrible habit of leaving the house with lots of cutlery. A little bit like Joey from Friends when he, you know, has to have a fork on hand in case a cheesecake falls over. I'm a little like that. And so these bad boys go missing regularly, and we have to have lots of spares. So being able to buy a pack of cutlery for £18 for Ikea makes me very happy. To move on to some storage devices, which are more accessory related. So I saw these, which are called Saxborgers. Saxborgers. If you are Swedish and watching this, I really apologize for the pronunciation. So, okay, I saw these, and basically, I don't know if anyone has anything similar, but in your bathroom, if you have a windowsill or a ledge and it has just things on it, you know, bottles, hair bubbles, so many hair bubbles, little jars, little, like, just little things which cover hairpins, bobby pins everywhere from when I take them out before I get in the shower, just everywhere. And they drive me mad, and no doubt drive my husband mad. And the surface just gets covered in stuff, and if you don't dust it every day, it gets incredibly dusty. So I wanted some jars which would allow me to just put things in them, but I would still be able to see what was in them, because I find that if I get jars that you can't see in, they get filled with crap and I never end up using them again because I don't know what's in there and I can't be bothered opening them. So you can probably tell what I'm gonna get out of this box. I saw this. Isn't it cool? So none of this is attached, it's all completely loose, and they're basically jars with just the little cork tops. And this one here is just a stack of 2 mini jars. So, ooh, the lids are not tight, shall we say, they just sit on top, so do be careful, they fly off like that. But they do look really pretty. I love that cork aesthetic that's on everything Ikea at the moment, and I just think they're gonna look adorable in my bathroom. And I don't know, I just kind of feel like because I can see everything inside here, it will make me still use everything, but it collates it all a little bit more and I can be a little bit more organized with it. So this one, for example, will be filled with baubles. That one maybe bobby pins. You know, you get the idea. I'm not sure what I'll use the big ones for, but I'm sure I will find something. Maybe my morning vitamins, because I always forget to take them if I don't take them first thing in the morning, and as they're shut away in a cabinet right now, I quite often forget to take them, which is awful. So I loved this, really nice, and obviously it's IKEA, it's super cost effective. Next on the storage front, and we have these, which I bought 2 of in 2 different sizes. You have the big and the small, and they're basically little carafes, I think. My main idea for these is to use them either when we've got friends over to have on the dinner table, or to use them in my Instagram pictures and use them as like little pouring things. Pouring things? I think they call that a jug, Imogen. Anyway, I think these are really cute. I really like the cork stoppers. I think they will look gorgeous on the dinner table. And also potentially you could have one filled with liquid and one with a little flower sticking out or something like that. I like the way that everything IKEA is reusable for so many different methods, so many different ways to use it, you know? You don't have to use it in the way that they suggest you use it in, and quite often they suggest you use it in so many different ways. This is why we love IKEA. This is nothing new. So these 2, which are called, it doesn't say, but it's 503-518-54. Also, this was the first time I went around IKEA and I used the IKEA app to check prices, because I don't know about you, but when you're in the marketplace and you find that you can't find the right label for the right products and it's really annoying, you can never tell the price. The IKEA app, you literally just walk around, scan any barcode, and it comes up with the product description, the price, everything about it online. And you can add it to your shopping basket, or you can make a little shopping list, or you can just check the price as I was doing and then whack it in my basket. It was so good. So you never actually have to find a label. You just scan the bottom of the product. Ideal, super ideal, and so in line with the whole like IKEA shop for yourself thing. Also, I'm gonna take a picture of what this looks like right now on my bed, because I've been stacking up everything that I've been talking about, and it kind of already looks like some gorgeous brown naturals photo. Okay, now I've taken a picture of that. Should we move on? Okay, let's stick with like the marketplace and all the glass stuff. So I got one of these, which is basically a wine glass, and you'll be like, Imogen, why did you just get one? That's ridiculous. So one, because I have lots and lots and lots of wine glasses at home, and I've kind of been put on a shopping ban for glasses and mugs, so I have to be able to sneak them into the cupboards now, guys. But two, because I mainly bought this one for Instagram, because actually I don't like to drink out of these. So I'm sorry guys, you know I love my Instagram. I do buy things solely for Instagram some of the time, okay? Some of the time. So this glass at like £1 or whatever it was is perfect. It's so cute, and I'm also gonna potentially use it for iced coffees and maybe also desserts, because that is a perfect little dessert glass to me. Much better than a bowl and much more beautiful. Should we keep going with the glasses? Oh, actually no, I'll show you these mugs because I do adore these. I got these for two reasons, partially for me and my husband to have coffee in the morning, and partially for Instagram, obviously. So look at these. These almost look like children's plastic play cups. I adore them, but they feel glorious. Almost, I don't know, they look so plastic that it makes me feel a bit weird about drinking out of them, but they're not. They're really nice. I'm absolutely in love with these. They just look like child's cups. I think they're just adorable. And I'm really excited to have hot chocolate and a little bit of whipped cream and a little bit of marshmallows in these for winter. I think they're great, and because they're super lightweight as well. It's not like a big chunky clunky mug, and you don't always want one of those. Sometimes you want a little morning espresso and something to pick you up. You don't want it to weigh you down. These are good for that. These jars are my next absolute love affair, and they are actually painted glass jars, which I just thought were phenomenal. So I've got a little light pink and a dark chocolate brown. Now, I love these, however, because of the type of material they get dirty very easily. I know this because I had to search through 2 layers of them stacked high in Ikea to find ones that didn't have scratches all over them. So I'm already, like, I can already see dirt along here. Like, I can already tell these are gonna be a nightmare, but they were an under a £5 purchase again, so I don't really mind that they're gonna be a nightmare. It's not like I've spent 50 quid on something. Like, and the inside are so, you can tell they're glass, the paint work, like you can see from the inside, you probably can't see on there, but it's like a powder coating, like you'd powder coat a bike. It's beautiful. I love these. And I kind of want to see if I leave the lid off and put a candle inside. I'm really intrigued to see if the light will like shine through. But also, I kind of just like these for going on top of my fireplace. I don't really necessarily have to use them to have anything in it. They're just going to be used as a decoration. And the chocolate and the pink go really well together. They also have them in black, but the black was just a little bit too much for me with the brown lid. I've always been taught you do not mix black and brown. So brown wooden lid with black glass, too much for me, guys, just too much. Oh, I forgot, I have another cork top pouring jug. This one is actually a jug and it's got the little handle, and this is adorable, and this is more, like I said, the other ones. So these ones are more for like my dinner table if I have guests around. This one is like more of a breakfast jug, so I'm intending on filling this with juice or maybe milk, but I already have a milk jug, so I don't know. But I love this. I think it's adorable. I'm also tempted to fill it with cereal and have it as a cereal pouring jug, which I know is controversial, pouring cereal, but I actually really love doing that when I have people around for breakfast. So who knows what this will be used for, but it's definitely going to be featured in my next dinner party type scenario. Okay, another mug. We have what I'm going to call a grey / eggshell blue grey, because it's not quite an eggshell blue, but it's not quite a grey, so the colour is probably skewed because I'm going to edit this video to make sure like me face goes a good colour, so like, I don't know, but this is one of your lovely tin camping mugs, which everyone loves at the moment, and I obviously adore. I must have like 5 of them, but I don't have one in this colour, so I got it, and it's great. And I was like hunting the marketplace for different colors of these. I couldn't find them. So if you guys know of somewhere selling different colors of these, let me know. I can't imagine Ikea would only make these in one color. I'm gonna trawl the internet later today. I really don't know, but I love this. Next on the list, let's stick with the kitchen. And I have these blue pasta bowls. Oh, still got the little covering in it. So yeah, these blue pasta bowls. I have smaller versions of these, which I have for like cereal bowls, and my husband has a big white pasta bowl like this, but I never got one for myself because I try and use small bowls because otherwise I just eat like mammoth proportions. But I couldn't resist because these, my friends, are 60p each. 60p! What a bargain! Look how much pasta you can have in there. Like, oh my word, it's ridiculous. The whole collection of these, we're talking a full dinnerware set, is currently in, if you're in the Ikea Croydon anyway, it's all downstairs where you pick up all your furniture, and it's just all laid out and everything is 60p or less. That's insane. So if you're at Croydon Ikea at any point soon, this colour is gorgeous. Looks a bit weird with food in it, not gonna lie, it does. I wouldn't ever use it for guests, but I find it super fun for just me and the husband, so. We then have this, which, I mean, guys, I'm a book nerd, so anything that looks like it's from Beauty and the Beast, I am super down with. And this obviously looks like it's from Beauty and the Beast. It's covered in plastic right now. I want to open it, but I don't actually have any scissors with me, so, ooh, there we go. I don't like that things like this are covered in plastic at Ikea. It really bothers me because personally I don't believe there's any need for plastic on a glass jar. Really, what is the need? Other than keeping... Okay, so as I'm taking the plastic off, I just realised why, because the base comes off. But then why is the base wrapped in plastic too? There's no need for that. Anyway, I think this is beautiful, and I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to put in it. I would love to put a candle in it, but obviously when you put that down, the oxygen will be cut off and it'll go out. So I don't quite know what to put in it. I'd love to put a flower in it, like in Beauty and the Beast, but again, I don't really see that working. I don't know how I'd get it to stand up. I'm undecided. If you guys have any ideas, I'd really love to know, because I think this would look beautiful on my mantelpiece. My mantelpiece is getting very filled with stuff. I can clear stuff off it. This will look gorgeous on my mantelpiece. I'm just not entirely sure yet what to put in it. So any ideas, I would really appreciate that. I also got, as you all know of me, I love the Dofter range. So this is, when you see in my Instagram pictures, I have lots of potpourri, lots of flowers, all that sort of thing hanging around. That is the Dofter range at Ikea, which is these potpourri bags, which are like around £1 each. I love them, but they have a new colour in, which is like peachy oranges, which I love, and I've never actually had before. So now I have the vanilla, the carrot cake, and the peaches, which is really exciting. And I'm really excited to use those in my pictures this weekend, actually. I'd nearly run out of the vanilla. I don't know where they go because I used them in my pictures and then I put them back in the potpourri bag, but over the course of maybe about 3 months, suddenly I have nothing left in the bag except the big flower, and I'm like, where did it all go? Really, it's like my rabbits are running around my back and eating potpourri because I really don't know where they all go. Okay, next thing, I got some pillows which were on sale. Everything was on sale. These were down from like, I want to say like £6 to £3. And look, they've got birds all over them. They're so cute. I love them. And then the other side is like these little circles, and like, I love this, just little, I think they're flamingos. Either way, I just thought these were really, really cute, and they're that really nice, almost like a rough bag material. I don't know, but I really like them. And of course then I got the pillows to fill them with. I got the inner range, which, yeah, it is the cheaper range, but I don't actually use my pillows for anything except decoration, so it seems a bit silly to spend loads of money on feather pillows when I'm actually not going to use them as feather pillows. I also got the standard tea towels, because is it really a trip to Ikea if you didn't buy tea towels? Should we go on to bedding? Because, I mean, unless you guys want to see the coat hangers that I bought, which I'm guessing you don't. So let's go on to bedding, which is the final thing. I got 3 duvet sets, which I actually really like them. So the first one is this, which is the, oh my word, that's a word, Hasleklokke, I think, I don't know. Either way, this is the king size floral red and white. I have one concern, and that's because most of my nice duvet sets are from John Lewis. I have some cheaper sets, which I have from Ikea, and what I tend to find is when they're white, they're see-through, and I can already see little flower patterns through here. So my only concern is that because my duvet is actually an off-white, it's not a pure white, the sheets won't look a pure white because of the colour of the duvet underneath, and it won't be see-through, which bothers me a little bit. But being as the sets are only about £20 each, that kind of doesn't bother me because it's just a duvet set. And also I thought this could work well in the guest room, I think, but it's quite pretty, so maybe I'll keep it, I don't know. My second one, which I really love, is Rodnarv, which is a stripy grey and white duvet set. I adore this, but the funny thing is I actually bought this because my husband had a similar one when we first met about 6 years ago. And I remember at the time I was a smoker, and I did actually put a cigarette burn through his duvet sheets, and eventually after there was like 10 cigarette burns in his duvet sheets, they had to be thrown away. And I felt responsible, so 6 years later I saw a duvet sheet like that one, and I was like, I got home from Ikea and I was like, look, I bought a duvet set that's like the one that I ruined. And he went, what? I can't remember ever having stripy duvet sheets. And I'm like, never mind then. You know when you hold on to guilt that you really didn't need to? Anyway, so I rebought this, and I love it because it's like grey and white on this side, and then on the underside it's like a white and grey. So like 2 duvet sets for the price of one. Final one I bought because I went to visit my mum recently, and she had these sheets on, she has like 8 bedrooms in her house, and like half of them had these sheets, and I love these sheets. So they're like really playful pattern, and I just think they're adorable, and they're so Ikea. So they actually remind me of Amsterdam a lot, which I know isn't Ikea, but go with me. And I just think they're adorable, and I know that I like the material because I've slept in them for a full week last week. I really like them, so I got these ones too. And that is pretty much everything, guys. Oh, except some sandwich bags that I bought, but unless you guys really want to see sandwich bags, that's pretty much everything. I hope you enjoyed that, and like I said, I have done an Ikea tour, so make sure you check that out when it goes live if it hasn't already. Make sure if you enjoyed this, guys, that you subscribe, like, comment, all of that jazz. Let me know what you've been getting from Ikea recently. Let me know if you want more Ikea videos, because it is literally my favourite thing to do on a Friday night. And have a fabulous rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in, and I post every single Wednesday and Saturday, so come back soon. Bye, guys.